Alrighty, class has started. I said class has started, you stupid teenagers. Hey, I said class has started. Settle down. Settle down. Hey, shut the fuck up! Alright, welcome to your first day of school, everyone. I want you to meet the new classmate, Phil. Say hi, Phil. Hey, he's just a little shy, but I swear he's doing that as an excuse not to talk. Too cool for school, as you kids call it. Now, I know you, my classmates, who is my younger viewers, by the way, are sad that you all have to go back to school. However, to celebrate the back to school season and maybe cheer you guys up, maybe get a more optimistic view on high school, which I never had, by the way, how about we take a look at the 20th anniversary of a high school movie that I grew up watching called Sky High, a superhero movie where teenagers go to school to learn how to become a superhero. Yes, no college degree needed. You have to learn it as a teenager. Damn, if only high schools in real life did that. Instead, they teach you about shapes and sizes that you're gonna forget later on. Now, are you ready for your first assignment in film critic class? Ivysaur, you just have to be on your phone. You just have to be on the phone, you little cunt. Learn! I know it's hypocritical because I was that kid too, but learn! The movie starts off with the comic book opening of the Commander and Jetstream. Modern art at the time, unfortunately. So no Jack Kirby. Narrated by the main character Will, played by Michael Angelano. The Commander, played by one of my favorite actors, Kurt Russell, has super strength. And Jetstream, played by Kelly Preston, R.I.P., can fly.
We haven't been to Hawaii since King Kamehameha set off that volcano.
Or that time we fought an alien that turned anyone he touched into himself, and that time I prevented you from becoming a beard. They have their own Batcave. I like that Will didn't even know about it. They have the fireman poles too?
Oh, this one's mine, Will. You can use Mom's.
And I like that their Batcave, which they call their secret sanctum, looks more like an English castle than a sci-fi place.
You must never, ever bring anyone into the secret sanctum. That's why it's called the secret.
It has trophies from all their battles.
Vibranium's head. Exo's #1 Bugbot.
Holy shit, they fought Gambit? They got a pool table and a pinball machine? Sounds like where I'm making this video right now.
Go.
There's trouble downtown. Big trouble. Downtown.
Wait, does this movie take place in China or San Francisco? Good introduction, by the way. In the beginning, MacReady and Jetstream fight an evil iron giant. Too quick and cool at the same time. And he takes his eye as a trophy, which would play into later in the movie, but we'll get to that later.
Commander and Jetstream. What would we do without them?
Not show favoritism to less popular superheroes? It's not the end of the world, news anchor David Bowie.
Maybe the next time I punch a meteor hurtling toward Earth, I'll be the one who shatters into a million pieces.
Will, because both his parents are superheroes, he doesn't have any powers. Heh, tryhard.
Go. Hey.
The Commander is a good father, of course.
A lot of the kids at Sky High will only have one superhero parent, not two, so take it easy on them, huh? No showing off.
And he does not. When he's offered white privileges, he doesn't just accept them. When Wyatt Earp discovers that his son doesn't have powers, he starts off by blaming the school.
Washed out! Boomer. Tuition we pay them?
I like all the phones, because he keeps super strengthening them.
It's me, okay? I don't have any powers.
But you will. You're just a late bloomer, that's what it is.
And then denying it.
I think I didn't want to see my son fly
Or have super strength.
or fly, but we can't change who he is. Not without dropping him in a vat of toxic waste. Steve!
I'm thinking.
I like that he actually considered it. But found a better alternative in the end.
You're right, and he can always go into real estate.
When Will does get his powers, he becomes the father defending the rule breaking, which is a trope that I like.
I got my powers today.
Yes, we know, the principal called.
Sanctum. Now. William Theodore Stronghold. Come here.
You're not mad?
My boy has super strength. How can I be mad? Ah, sorry. Ow! You are strong. I took away your Xbox.
but I don't have an Xbox.
Are you sure?
No, no, no. Xboxes are for pussies. The Chads get the GameCube. Jetstream is the embarrassing parent.
Just yesterday, you two were swimming naked in the kiddie pool.
Mom!
No.
I remember his first day of preschool, he wouldn't let go of my leg.
Mom!
You sure he'll be okay? What if he forgets his lunch?
Josie, you've got to stop babying the boy.
Exactly, women. So, Will isn't powerless the whole movie. A more cliched movie would have him discover his powers at the very end. They kind of still do, but we'll get to that much, much later.
But it breaks any possible moral on this film. This movie's a bad influence on kids everywhere. Yabba, 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 yabba.
Ah, shut up! By the way, am I the only one who notices that the commander's suit looks like a firecracker popsicle? Will gets super strength from his dad, and because of it, he moves into a different side of the school, which leads us into... What's the best part of high school? Friends, which I didn't have. The school divides students into two groups. Heroes if you're powerful, and sidekick if you're... Green Arrow, I guess? Cool concept. It could also be a commentary on how some schools prioritize more students than others, whether it be grades, assistants, or accomplishments. Teacher super pets, am I right?
You don't get to pick. On graduation day, you'll be assigned to your hero, and then he will decide what you will be called and what you will wear.
Heck, the sidekicks have no free will. Reminds me of four-wheeler rides when I was a kid. There's Will's best friend since he was a kid, Layla, who is Poison Ivy. How did he never have the hots for her? Oh yeah, right, because she's a liberal.
I already can't wait to graduate and start saving mankind and womankind.
And he or she will decide what
heroic journey will begin.
Power placement?
Sounds fascist.
That's who she calls superheroes who are not funded by the government.
Because I think the whole thing is stupid. Dividing people into groups like that, I mean, what is this?
She kinda has a point.
Eggs, bacon.
No thanks.
You know how my mom can communicate with animals? Apparently they don't like being eaten.
Ah, her mom's a superhero herself, huh?
Just for that, I'm gonna continue eating them anyway.
When life gives you lemons?
Can't make lemons. I don't know what it is.
Why? You can heal every injured man in the world if that's the case. Now you might be asking yourself, Undead, if she's Plant Man from X-Men Volume 1, number 22, why the hell is she a sidekick? Well, that's because she can make us flowers. I'm just kidding.
I believe in only using my powers when the situation demands it.
Well, you're in luck. This is the situation.
To participate in this test would be to support a flawed system. And I mean...
Sidekick!
As for the other classmates, Will is friends with a douchebag named Zach, who got his powers over the summer. He glows. I like the gag that no one actually sees his powers until an accident causes the lights to go out.
Go! Go back.
No. There's the token black kid whose name I don't remember. Let's see, he wears orange and melts into an orange puddle. Oh yeah, he's black. I guess all three of those combine. I guess we'll call him Nickelodeon Kid.
You're not supposed to use your powers outside of the school gym.
Shut up, Nickelodeon Kid. Then there's Emo Bitch, who turns into a guinea pig.
It's a kid's movie, and her voice is high-pitched the moment she turns into said bigger hamster.
Bite me.
Then there's War and Peace, named after a groovy book. His mom was a superhero, and his dad was a supervillain. His dad is serving 3 life sentences for destruction, rape, pillage, and murder. Okay, that was 4, but you get it. When he shows up, sometimes he has his own theme song. Throughout the first half of the movie, Warren is labeled as Will's archenemy. Heck, a giant Marvel Studios battle happens the moment Will gets tripped by one of the bullies.
I'm sorry that my dad put your dad in jail, but...
Nobody talks about my father. I think you can do whatever you want just because your name's Stronghold?
Oh man, he means business. So we have melting trays. Sorry folks, I barely remember school trays. I had a lunchbox. Fireball from one side of the table and fireball from the other side of the table. You could always do it in front already, or you could run up to the front and you could burn his ass off while he's crawling. And of course, that's where Will gets his powers in this awesome shot. That needs to be a comic cover. I can't blame you, that must hurt. So we've gone over the 6 main characters, and what makes this better is that half and half are heroes and sidekicks. When you think of that, this movie is equality at its finest. As for the students no one in the audience cares about, there's Larry, who starts off as a nerd, in a bad way, who turns into the Thing. Spider-Man. Send me pictures of this menace. Just him, not the Commander of Jetstream, just like my universe. Dude with 6 arms, and Shapeshifter. Huh, we got a Tumblr icon right here. We have DEI James Madrox. I like how her clones appear in the first place. Then there's the 2 main bullies, Lash and Speed. How is the fat ass the Speedster? Lash is a mix between Reed Richards and the Punisher. Hey, I like that some stretches are physical, but of course some are CGI. I miss those movies.
Hi, welcoming committee.
We'd be happy to collect that $15 new student fee.
There was nothing about a new student fee in the handbook.
Speaking of the bullies,
Will!
First off, I like that Zach glows in the locker. I like that Nickelodeon Kid and Zach offer the bullies to make their lives a living hell just to stand up for Will. Then there's the actual love interest, Gwen Grayson, whose name is a mix between Spider-Man's dead girlfriend and Robin. Seriously, is Layla not hot enough for you? Every time she comes on screen, the song True by Spandau Ballet.
Layla, the guy's a psycho, and he's my biggest enemy.
So to get back at Will, Layla starts dating War and Peace to make Will jealous. A more cliched movie would have them actually in a love triangle, or have the jealousy part be a twist. But no, from the very start, we know Layla wants to make Will jealous, and she never loved Warren in the first place. Now that's just sad right there. I also love when everyone starts hanging out with him. You're an emo. Women are more interested in you than my hulky body. Come on. The idea of a school in the sky and they train teenagers to become superheroes? Awesome. They are lucky no one goes on vacation in this direction. So who brings them there? Well, a bus driver, of course.
Next up, Sky High.
I like that they start by diving off an unfinished road, and then boom, flying.
Do a barrel roll!
Freshman.
This might be a weird-ass question, but how old is he? Mid-20s, early 30s? When Ron discovers that Will's the son of the commander in Jetstream, he's of course a simp.
Is that for you, Will Stronghold? You ever running late, or you running early, or you just want to talk? Give me a call. Hey.
Which would play later into the movie. It's also discovered that he too, just like Will, has 2 superhero parents, which is why he doesn't have powers. The school's principal is Linda Carter, who's a fairy comet, which gives the vibe of a leader, a good guy, and a woman.
To Sky High.
Yeah! The gym is where students use their powers most. There's a test car for folks with strength, and there's a couple of launches. The coach is the one and only Bruce Campbell. Bruce is the stereotypical mean coach. Mean in a good way.
Every year there are a few students, or as I like to call them, whiner babies.
Guinea pig?
Yep.
Not even a swarm of guinea pigs?
No.
Sidekick.
Pretty impressive. For a popsicle, sidekick. Sidekick.
He has Sonic Scream, so he's Banshee from the X-Men. He's a smartass.
Are we clear? Oh, hero, handsome one at that. Get out of here, knucklehead.
Exactly what I do to myself. I like when Will whispers in his ear.
What do you mean you don't know what your power is?
He just shouts it out anyway.
Oh, I get it. You're a flyer, just like your mom.
I'm pretty sure that's this universe's equivalent for a super prostitute.
What's your power?
I don't have one.
Kick!
I like the clinic scene. The nurse is played by Cloris Leachman, and she gets a few laughs.
Who get bit by radioactive insects or fall into a vat of toxic waste, their powers usually show up, or they die. I remember doing this to your father when he was just your age. Kicked me right through that wall.
Jeez Louise! Ah, cool that she has a power of her own, and it's X-ray vision. I'm afraid you have colon cancer. And we get some world building through her.
But kids who inherit their powers, impossible to say. Super parent and one ordinary parent. The child of 2 superpowered parents. Never acquires.
Then there's the sidekick teacher, or
Is All-American Boy.
I still don't know what his power is. Is he fast? Is he a cartoon character?
Incoming! Never to panic.
He used to be the commander's sidekick.
Stronghold. You Steve's son? And he never mentioned me.
And what makes this even more fucked up, the commander barely even remembers him.
I used to have one. Will saved my life once. Old. What's his name?
At least it was at the top of Jack Bird's tongue. When he's panicked into doing something,
I'm on it!
Then there's Big Brain, played by Kevin McDonald.
Little Misfire in the Mad Science Lab. No need to panic. Unless you're a single-cell organism.
Oh, so that's why he has a big brain. Is this supposed to be kryptonite?
If you live in a small town,
Rays! From the silliness of the shrink ray to the devastation of the death ray.
Or the good beauty of the longer ray. There's a game with heroes versus villains.
Hey, Lash, you want to be heroes or villains?
Villains.
Yeah, ooh, there's a surprise.
How do teachers not find that suspicious? It has the signs. Ah, even superhero schools go with retro. Nice.
Remember when we used to use Real Citizens?
Yes.
I'd kill just to be a part of this. Let's see all the antics with all the pedestrian shit in the way. So you have to save a doll from a meat grinder.
No, wait! You are so dead!
I like the detention room, which
Neutralizes all superpowers.
with its all-white Attack of the Clones atmosphere.
What do you say?
I say, if you ever cross me again, I'll roast you alive.
What if I said it's not just her twin, it's her evil twin?
This sounds like my kind of conversation. Actually, funny enough, they do have a payoff.
You're so funny.
I love life. Thanks, Boom, for inviting me.
Royal Pain sent a giant robot with one eye on the side. The commander takes the one eye on the side home, and then stalks the family every once in a while. Love the monitor here, with its black and shining light atmosphere. Royal Pain also has a sidekick of he, she, themself. Stitches, most clown name ever, played by Jim Rash. There's a running gag that when he says something stupid, he gets strangled.
He's got the ego the size of a giant robot. Hey, smooth move on the joystick. When we got faster, we had an Xbox.
Royal Pain was the first villain the Commander and Jetstream fought together, making Tumblr pronouns as the main villain more powerful.
There's only one thing we're missing.
King Kamehameha Surfboard.
Does that imply that he's this universe's equivalent to the Silver Surfer?
Darn this joystick!
Why would you put that there then? You a Centipede player? Heck, Gwen's father is also played by Jim Rash. One actor plays two characters, and one of them is only in the movie for 5 seconds?
You're not that boy with the 6 arms, are you?
No, sir.
Well, keep them to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Turns out Royal Pain is...
Me!
She has a low-pitched voice filter when she puts on her Samus mask, played by Patrick Warburton. Love the set design, love the set design.
Royal Pain is a girl.
Yes, I'm a girl, you idiot! How I ever lost to a fool like you, I'll never know. And there was some hints of it earlier.
Disappeared right before graduation. No one ever really knew. Some say she was recruiting villains at the school. Others say she was smoking in the girls' room.
Hello? Wait, Penny, I can't understand you when you're all talking at once. There's a problem with the homecoming decorations. Penny forgot to order the fog machine, so I might have to build one myself.
Gwen throws a party at Will's property. Gwen somehow convinces Will to take her down to the Fortress of Privacy. You fucking idiot! And then Quick Diet grabs the pacifier. Now, for some stupid reason, when I was a kid, I thought that was just a mysterious force. What causes Will and Gwen's breakup is that she shit-talked Layla during the house party.
I mean, hello? He's going to homecoming with me. He threw a party and didn't invite you.
To be fair, the scene is a perfect depiction of women in high school.
Remember, they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no sequel.
So Will does the uncucking.
Why would you do that? Layla's been my best friend since first grade.
You're dumping me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get something straight, okay? You do not dump me!
Sorry, Gwen. I, just did. You're dumped.
And then the commander and Jetstream show up.
When I reach the count of 3, I want everyone out of this house!
No, no, no. Stay, guys. I want to see Ego the Living Planet tear some teens apart. Hey, remember when I said the commander is the more rebellious parent?
Where I didn't plan this.
All right, it's good enough for me.
Will decides he doesn't want to go to the dance because girl issues.
Did something happen, Will?
I don't want to talk about it.
I kind of wish Will would just tell them what happened, but we need plot to happen.
Dude, you're so stupid. She's totally into you.
Late puberty confirmed.
I caught your father trying to sneak it out under his cape. He's convinced that everyone at homecoming wants to reminisce with him.
Will do.
Love ya.
Have fun.
Ah, couples. Without a wife? That sounds like something I would do. But then Will gets nostalgic for a time he never lived in. Then Will sees a lady that looks too familiar.
Gwen.
How did this realization not come to you when you were looking at the book with Parents and Gwen?
And then the sucker is missing.
All the no's are actually well written.
I gotta get to Sky High. Hey, you wanna dance? No. Me neither.
Thank God those were none of the girls I ever hit on in high school.
I thought you weren't gonna rent a tux.
It's my dad's. He doesn't have much use for it in solitary.
Even though he's a horrible, horrible man, that's still pretty nice.
You look like you could use a drink. The bubbles are just ginger ale. Oops.
What I wish I did back in high school. As the commander and Jetstream arrive at the gym of Sky High for homecoming, yeah, they decide it's best to leave, but they get the light attention to them. So we're back where we left off.
Do you honestly think you can kill me with that little toy gun of yours?
My dear commander, who said anything about killing you?
You didn't see that coming?
So the pacifier turns grown-ups into babies.
Josie! I've always...
Does that technically make me a pedophile? Okay, I'm gonna take a little introduction here first. Even as a kid, I never liked the turning into babies trope, mostly seen in cartoons. I don't know, it just always felt disturbing to me, which is why I don't believe in the Hindu afterlife. The idea of you aging younger than 27 when you made so much progress in life just feels wrong. Even if it's not done to me, but a friend of mine in front of my face, it's bullet in the head for me. But this is not a detour episode of a cartoon. This is its own movie, so I give it a pass. But in this movie's defense, Jack Burton has always been a baby.
What? Huh? What'll come out no more?
I guess some crack earlier than others.
Get the kids out of this!
I'll slow it down.
You couldn't think of that earlier?
What'd I miss?
So there's no student or teacher here who can walk through walls, shrink, or have magnetism. I like that Royal Gwen got DEI Dreams Madrox and the 2 bullies on her side. A little nitpick, I kinda wish more went on her side. I don't think 3 is enough, especially the Homecoming Committee. Larry, Spider-Man, Cyclops, and Flyer would make perfect twist villains because they are high on the school's privilege. And I'm sorry, I don't know how this Homecoming Committee bullshit works. Are they technically her friends? The only ones who escape are 5 out of the main 6. So there's no student or teacher who went to the bathroom to take a piss, smoke Colorado, or make out in the bathroom? Lord in heaven, imagine if that last one would be between a teacher and a student. That would definitely change this film's rating. Speaking of the words, last in one, imagine being the last one being turned into a baby.
Thanks again for the lift ride. Now, if I'm not back in 30 minutes...
Coming after you. Got it.
I was gonna say go get help.
Call the Avengers, call the X-Men, call the Fantastic Four, call the Justice League, call the Doom Patrol, call the Power Rangers, call the Smash Brothers, call the Teen Angels, call Captain Caveman, Call anyone who can stop a supervillain, okay?
Go get help. Got it. Now get in there. Sorry.
Love the sentence finishing.
Gwen.
He's Royal Pain's daughter.
Yeah, and she
Stole the pacifier.
and she turned everybody into babies, including your parents, dude. Okay, that I didn't know.
I like that he didn't know, that's funny. Again, not only is this guy a late bloomer on his powers, but also a late bloomer on his sexuality as well. But then the Frightful Four show up. Again, I think it would have been more epic if there were more school traders. DEI James Madrox takes on Layla, Quick Fat takes on War and Peace, and Reed Castle takes on Nickelodeon Kid. Emo Bitch and Zack leave because they're useless. I think I just answered my own question.
While pushing down on the infant restraint.
Bitch, what? Restraint A or B?
Now you just calm down. Let's go back to 1.
Again, if any of these folks were my friends, this would be me.
You've been talking about it, but I didn't take him seriously.
Oh, my sister thinks of me. Reed Castle attempts a long-extinct physical punch, but Reed Castle forgets that Nickelodeon Kid's powers is symbolism for Rosie O'Donnell's career.
Come back and fight!
As Reed Castle supposedly thinks he's in the girls' bathroom. What? That's just how I view it. He thinks Nickelodeon Kid committed superhero side. And then vengeance time. Imagine if... I just had an ice cream before recording, so I won't continue that. Quick Fat runs away from War and Peace, but Nickelodeon Kid does an impression of Dan Schneider's Reputation. Stupid fat speedster, you're not ice skating. War and Peace fireballs his ass.
Way to go, Popsicle.
Way to go, Nickelodeon Kid. DEI James Madrox is making fun of Layla.
Come on, sidekick. Aren't you gonna fight back?
I don't believe in using my powers for violence.
I don't believe you even have any powers.
Oh my god, real high school shit right here. So Layla with the shiny back, and then physical vines and trees, and a physical forest. Again, I miss movies like this. Bring them back, Pepsi execs at Disney.
But I thought you were a sidekick.
I am a sidekick.
But this is where DEI James Madrox gives a truth bomb that Royal Pain is gonna Sandy the school's hook to the ground. So Emo Bitch has to turn into the rat she didn't turn into for a long time in the movie to find the main controls.
Oh, great.
This is so stupid.
Huh? That's your power? That's like me saying standing up to piss is stupid.
With those cute little legs.
Say it in front of her face, your nose is gonna become a carrot.
As the staff and students are being conveyor belted into the bus, that's actually not bad cinematography right here. Royal Pain gives her motivation. She wasn't accepted for turning a VHS player into a DVD player, makes sense because future sucks. So she wanted to make a superhero school of her own, but instead, it's for the Brotherhood of Evil. Instead of doing the cartel approach, she decided to turn folks into babies to give them the AOC treatment.
Royal Pain, you got the wrong baby. The commander is right here. Shit. These babies all look the same. But I can tell the difference.
And you don't even understand what we're saying.
But I do. I'm sorry that my parents destroyed your mom. Now put my dad down.
Is that implying he can understand what's going on? Awesome. So the end of Royal Pain's origin is that after the Commander and Jetstream's first battle together, the pacifier exploded and almost turned Royal Pain into a baby. So she grew up going to Sky High.
Stitches took me away and raised me as his daughter.
Daddy's little girl.
Told you never to call me that!
Awesome.
That's right. Royal Pain wasn't my mother. Royal Pain is me!
Oh my god. I made out with an old lady.
He might be disgusted figuring that out and saying it, but if I came to that conclusion and said it, I'd be in paradise. Then we get knocking walls into next room to next room trope, a trope I love. And we have an electricity battle because she's a technopath. You see, if they wanted to make Dr. Doom an electric mayhem, making him a technopath would make much better sense. R.I.P. Julian McMahon, by the way. Hold on. That suit's clearly a woman. As War and Peace and Layla show up, Royal Pain does a
Falcon Punch!
She didn't even care to give him the same fate as his parents. She just wanted to end his existence. But it turns out...
Surprise? So am I.
Amazing dialogue.
You're flying? That's impossible!
no powered versus no powered. Back in my day, we called this a cat fight.
And I'm Ron Wilson, bus driver.
But Royal Pain has one more thing up her sleeve. And I mean literally up her sleeve.
But the mole woman choose the right wire.
And Will lifts the school off the ground. Ah, the voice of SpongeBob is in this. Thank God he wasn't killed.
Chester!
I never heard of entertainment industry drug abuse hurting voice actors. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this bastard did some drugs himself. So how are we gonna turn everyone back into adults?
It's me.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
I know that's convenient, but I don't care. I love it. Now, I have a few theories as to how this happened. Maybe he's an alien who's born this way. Maybe he's so smart his body farted off the de-aging. Or because Royal Pain raided him on his Megamind, it was the only adult part that stayed.
And Mr. Peace,
Yeah?
regrettably, I have made Boom Boom.
So you're able to still have the intelligence of an adult, but you still shit yourself.
How were you supposed to know that your girlfriend was a complete and total psychopath?
You gave me one rule, and I broke it. I took her into the sanctum, and that's how she got the pacifier. The whole party was a trap.
Thanks for being fair, Mummy and Dad.
And so was the homecoming. Well, we all fell into Royal Pain's trap, but you defeated her. You saved Sky High and everyone in her.
So the commander in Jetstream declares the 3 heroes, the 3 losers, and 1 peasant as heroes.
Oh, and Jonathan, whatever you're teaching them, keep teaching them it.
We got a controversy coming up.
What a waste. I'm not Wonder Woman, you know.
Come to think of it, I still haven't watched that show!
I went through puberty twice for this.
You did.
I have depacified all the babies and destroyed that horrible weapon forever. Let's boogie!
It's time to jump.
So War and Peace finds real love. You don't find it weird that she was a baby a few seconds ago? So in a comic-style ending, the villains at the end are forming a Legion of Doom. Ron Wilson fell into Hurricane Milton and became Hank Pym.
My girlfriend became my arch enemy became my best friend, and my best friend became my girlfriend.
Pretty good dialogue, but it wasn't for me. So as you saw, class, I gave the movie an 8 out of 10. Now, to some people, that might say that it's leading into a perfect movie, or it's that big of a high score, when, in my opinion, it's not. It just means it's your run-of-the-mill good, and there's not really a lot of flaws in it. Barely halfway from my favorite movies, but hey, you know, I guess the lesson of today's video, or today's class session, I should say, is that everyone has their own different ranking system. Oh, looks like the bell's ringing. Have a wonderful time at home. Alright, tonight is your homework assignment. And your homework... Watch Ghostbusters 2.